The Rotary Clubs of Arima, St. Augustine West, and Sandy Grande present Generations, the Cooler Fete, on Saturday, 3rd August, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. at the Racket Center, Orange Grove Road, Tacarigua, with a special performance by Show in Winchester. And in charge of the dance, DJs Howie T and TC, Ramona, Selector Kyle TT, and Boy Boy. Tickets are $200 and are available at Cache Port of Spain, Cache Eastgates, and from all members of the Rotary Clubs. All proceeds go to charity. Systems by Wax Live. No glass bottles allowed.
I don't know how this thing gets inside me, but every morning
622-4010 is the number that you will want to use to win yourself 2 pairs of tickets for what will be a beautiful event towards charity. This morning, the Rotary Clubs of Arima, St. Augustine West, and Sandy Grande are collaborating to make sure that they do their part as they give us the Generations, the Cooler Fete. And joining us this morning to tell us more about the event is Mr. Curtis Gopie, the past president, now public image chair of the Rotary Club St. Augustine West. Good morning and welcome to the Now Morning Show, sir.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having us here. I'm actually wearing 4 hats today. Sandy Grande, Arima, St. Augustine West, and of course, public image.
Ah, right, fair. And in that case, make the distinction for me, because we're familiar with the Rotary Club. We know that overall, the function ultimately is to better the communities within which they exist. But are there different goals or focused areas, perhaps, for each of these 3 joining Rotary Clubs?
Yes, actually. Rotary is, of course, one of our main mottos is service above self. All right. So, for instance, let's go with the east, direct east, going with Sandy Grande, your area.
Yes.
All right. Their focus is on children also. They're doing a bursary fund coming out from this event, right, to help the children in the area who might not be able to afford to continue education, because we realize that aspect of schooling is so important. A lot of children are dropping out of school and that sort of thing. They are in Sandy Grande, unfortunately, there's flooding ever so often, so flooding victims and all of that, they try to help as much as possible. And all clubs, I think, are requested, people we get requests asking for wheelchairs. So therefore, funds from this also will be going towards those 3 things as far as Sandy Grande is concerned.
Okay.
Arima is helping senior citizens home where they're planning to treat the elderly, particularly for Christmas. All right, and again, they're putting aside some of the funds from this event for wheelchairs. All right, and overall service, because in Rotary you get so many requests for different things. You'll be surprised. Children's glasses, wheelchairs, people who have surgery, many different things. Mm-hmm. My club, of course, I left my club for last, coming down the east, St. Augustine West. Along with the other 2 clubs, same process. Wheelchairs, health, glasses for children, books for children. But our flagship project is the enhancement work that we're doing at the Wendy Fitzwilliams Children's Hospital, the pediatric hospital. Mm. We have started that just before COVID, had a little lull because of COVID, but we finished phase 1 of that project where we enhanced the front of the general children's hospital. It is totally converted now, painted over, new characters and all that. And in 2012, the project really started then when we adopted a pediatric ward, PEDS 2. Medical PEDS 2 at the hospital, where we decorate the ward for independence, for Christmas, treat the children. Sometimes, people tend to say government should do this, government should do that. But the fact of the matter, we need to do certain things because it's our people there also. And the Rotary Club of St. Augustine West decided that sometimes they need a microwave for the children, right, a new fridge, all these different things we try to come together, raise funds to do. So now we're on phase 2, which is the enhancement work at the Accident and Emergency Department of the hospital. And this is moving ahead. So funds from this, along with the Power to Make a Difference Republic Bank, is making a big difference, enhancing the front of the Accident and Emergency hospital and going into accident and emergency. We're trying to make it more comfortable because it's difficult enough to know when your child is sick.
Right.
All right, but if you have an iron chair to sit on versus a comfortable chair, right, probably a recliner or whatever, these are the things that we're looking at to try to enhance the whole aspect of the children's hospital.
Some beautiful initiatives, and I'm curious as to, well, one, what helps you to determine where you should focus on when? You mentioned that throughout the year and at varying times you'd have a number of requests, different types of initiatives, wide-ranging. But putting resources towards something so grand would have taken some sort of thought, some sort of camaraderie and conversation. What is the process like determining if someone looking on needs some help and they approach a Rotary Club? What do you consider?
Well, first of all, that is why we try to make all our fundraising projects successful. Because sometimes, and we have been faced with that situation already, where you have, we had a child who the request was made by one of the members, very bright individual, very nice fellow, and very studious. He was planning to go abroad to study for a little while, a special trip the school had organized. And then we had 3 other children who needed surgery. So when you weigh this guy who is really, in need to travel, to go to study and so, versus 3 children who need surgery. Of course, we had to go with the surgery. So we hate having to make decisions like that. We prefer that, we're able to help all, but of course, funds are always limited. So that's why we come up with fundraisers such as this. Where the pediatric ward is concerned in St. Augustine case, it was a situation where 2012, I was president at the club then, and we decided to adopt the pediatric ward and do stuff on the ward because we actually have our meetings at the rooftop restaurant in Mount Hope. So we felt that when we were there, we felt it was important that we do something noteworthy. And from that, because thank God we did a good job, all right, the hospital administrator has asked us to widen our scope, and therefore the aspect of the enhancement will continues.
So, Mr. Gopie, I'm going to have to pause for a second because we have, I believe, Woodbrook on the line as they want to win 2 of those tickets. So we have to make it kind of easy for them.
Yes.
What would you like to ask? Woodbrook, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you feeling this morning? Ready to win?
Yes, I will try. I will try.
And we appreciate the effort. Mr. Gopie, what should we ask?
Very, very easy question. Please tell me the proper names of the 3 clubs involved in the event.
You have this.
St. Augustine, Port of Spain, and Mount Hope.
I'm afraid that's not correct, Woodbrook. But I do appreciate you trying. What we'd like you to do is give someone else a chance to answer perhaps the same question.
Yes.
Because he did specify the proper names, so I know exactly what you're looking for. Thank you for calling, though. Now, you were giving me some details into, of course, how the projects are selected and that sort. Do we have any that we could look forward to in the near future, then?
As I said, we are continuing the work at the hospital. Arima Club is definitely going to do a beautiful event for the senior citizens at the home that they would choose. All right. And Grandy aspect, the children in the area, going to be very, very grateful for the bursary funds that will be utilized to help them.
Sure, for sure. But of course, if you guys wanted to support towards these endeavors now, you can call us up and answer a very simple question telling us, as he rightfully just named, the 3 clubs that have combined to give us Generations, the Cooler Fete, happening on Saturday, the 3rd of August from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. with show in Winchester as part of the lineup. I understand Woodbrook is calling back. Hello, good morning.
Yes, hi, good morning.
Good morning, Woodbrook. Are you ready to win?
I'll try my best.
I appreciate the effort. The question is if you can name the 3 Rotary clubs that have come together to give us Generations, the Cooler Fete. What are the proper names, as Mr. Gopie said?
Oh, gosh. I know St. Augustine is one. I can't recall the other 2 now. I know St. Augustine, Port of Spain, and Diego Martin.
I'm afraid not. Those other 2 aren't correct altogether. and you're missing a vital part of one of the names. So we're going to try one more time for someone else to win themselves a pair of tickets so that they can contribute towards this worthy cause. Of course, we always ask if persons wanted to join the Rotary Club, whether it be any of the three that are coming together to make this event happen or any other. How can they do so, Mr. Gopie?
Well, basically, before Rotary had rules so that you had to live or work within the area. That has gone, so now you're able to join any particular club. Of course, you have to be invited by a sitting member of the club to attend meetings and after attending meetings for a while, realizing what the club is involved with, if it matches with things that you might enjoy. Like in our case, as I said, we do things for children. You're then eventually asked, if you would like to join. The board sits and discuss and that sort of thing, and then eventually you're asked to become a member.
All right, well, let's see if Arima could tell us the three Rotary clubs that have come together to give us generations. Good morning, Arima.
Proper names.
Morning.
And can you tell me the proper names of the three Rotary clubs that have come together to give us this event?
Sandy Grande Rotary Club. Arima Rotary Club. St. Augustine West Rotary Club.
And we have a winner! Thank you, Arima. Stay on the line because we're going to take your information to get those tickets to you. And we say thank you very much for making sure that the East is represented well. I also live in Arima now. So I have a lot of commitment to it, and I hopefully will make some time to head out there on August 3rd as Generations, the Cooler Fete, presented to us by the Arima, St. Augustine West, and San Randy Rotary Club, are all coming together to give us aid for worthy causes. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, Mr. Curtis Gopie, the past president and now public image chair of the Rotary Club of St. Augustine West. And of course, good morning to all the Rotary clubs across Trinidad and Tobago. Guys, we've got more excitement here on this Friday edition of the Now Morning Show, so stick around. We'll be back after these messages.